Hello everybody, and welcome back to another episode. I started out with the character. I basically, for the first time, had to learn how to build a bone structure and animate that bone structure. But right now, all I needed to do is have it match the animation that we were given to use when we get to choose between a bunch of them and match it to the movement that we were given for the competition. I ended up doing this multiple times because I found a bunch of different ways to do it. Mainly out of just practice. I wanted to, I'm learning my way around this program, so I had a lot of issues at first, as you can probably see, mainly with the mesh of the body, just having like stretching and pulling all these weird ways. I ended up getting the Rokoku attachment, I think is what it's called. It's an add-on that you can download from Rokoku online, and it basically makes it way easier to mount your characters to pre-built rigs. It's mainly for motion capture. But anyway, I got the hang of that pretty well, and then I moved on to the water background that I wanted. I'm going to make an ocean in the background for the giant koi fish that are going to be jumping. I started with the reflections and the color, which was pretty easy. Definitely one of my most favorite parts of the process was making the water simulations. After getting the reflections down later on, I moved on to making it actually in ocean. I tried this a bunch of different ways. A lot of this was like experimenting with everything. The amount of work that I actually ended up with was probably could have been done in half the time that I've spent just like exploring the program and messing up many times learning how to do these things. But I feel like that ended up making myself better and more experienced through all of that. I feel like that's really the best way to learn a software like this, is just to take it on, head first. One of my favorite parts also was be able to build the koi fish. That was pretty cool. This is the first time I really brought in a reference image to work off of to build my own giant koi fish. I picked just one off the internet that I really liked the look of. I went to edit mode and turned a cube, kind of stretched it out a bit, a bunch of different ways. The Control R key that cuts it. I basically use this as an opportunity to explore all of the edit tools and like what they do and stuff. And you can turn a cube into a fish. Is what I've learned from this pretty effectively. I ditched the avatar idea. Basically, my idea revolves around our character on a beach or a lakeside or something. I haven't really decided yet. I haven't gone to the landscape. Who's controlling the massive koi fish that are jumping in the ocean behind him. It's pretty ambitious, for me at least, with my experience. But, I think so far it's turned out pretty solid. I haven't had, major issues yet. There's been a lot of times where it's kind of glitched out, and I had a long, rigorous process trying to get it to even render. But that's just me being a newbie. I figured it all out now, and I've definitely become a much better Blender artist through all of this. Making the bone structures for the fish was really interesting. This was the first time I was doing it by myself. And I did the animations of the fish by myself, which is the first time I had ever done this. The first time I ever made one really with movement in it. It was most difficult, I think, timing it with the movement of the character, raising the hands up and stuff. But really what I'm struggling with right now is making the fish look less stiff. I mean, their heads kind of stay still and they look really stiff, and they don't look like a natural flopping fish. And I think I'm going to go back in there and make their movements a bit sharp and quicker and have them kind of flop around more. And what I want to do is figure out how to get the ocean to interact with them better. And get the big splashes and drops and stuff on the fish, which, I've done a lot of research on it. I can't seem to get just right. If anyone has links or something or advice on that, please leave it in there, because that's definitely what I want to tackle next, is getting the water to interact with the fish better. After that, really, it's just going to the landscape. I kind of want a Japanese-esque vibe, you know, hence the koi fish. Kind of a Japanese coastline is what I'm going for here. If anyone has like ideas for the character or a model or something that I really like, I think I want to do it from scratch, the character, but you know, we'll see. We'll see what time allows. We're on day, I think it's day like 11 or something of like when the challenge officially began. But we have, I think, 18 days left, and I'm 10 days in-ish, so feeling pretty confident, feeling good about finishing. That's about it for me. Hope you guys enjoyed. Stay tuned because new updates are coming, and I'll see you guys on the next one.